Her whisper still echoes in my skull. This is awkward. It was supposed to be a harmless couples yoga session. Stretch, breathe, pretend we were fine. The instructor told us to hold each other like we were precious, like we mattered, like she hadn't already drifted somewhere I couldn't reach. Her arms around me felt loose, uncommitted, like she was touching obligation, not me. I leaned in and told her, quietly, "Last time, you'll have to." Her eyes flicked up, confused, startled, but she didn't ask. She never asks. She simply performs, hoping silence will heal whatever she broke. It never does. I left before she could pretend to care. Didn't go home. Didn't answer her calls. At 2 a.m. her message came through. "Where are you?" My reply was clean, precise, a blade against a soft throat. Finding someone who isn't awkward. The 3 dots blinked, then stopped. She didn't call again. The night wrapped around me in a strange calm, like the world finally understood the weight I'd been carrying and decided to hold it for a moment. I watched the phone screen dim and felt nothing. Just a slow, cold certainty settling inside me. Something was off. Something had been off. Tonight, I stopped pretending not to see it. Betrayal never starts loud. It starts with small shifts. Her laughter changing. Her phone tilting away from me. Her sudden interest in alone time as if the walls of our home smothered her. I noticed everything and said nothing. Tonight, though, the silence tasted different, metallic, bitter. A memory surfaced, her coming home late last month with smudged mascara. Traffic, she'd said, but her hair was messy in a way seatbelts don't cause. Or last week, when she suddenly locked her phone. She said it was for privacy. Privacy from what? Or the way her best friend stopped acting normal around me. Looking too long, swallowing words she wasn't supposed to. And yet, I stayed. I stayed because suspicion is a slow poison. You don't drink it all at once. You sip, and you wait. But tonight, standing in that studio with her hands barely touching me, I felt something snap, quietly, like a thread breaking in the dark. The truth was close. I could feel it breathing against my neck. And for the first time in months, I didn't push it away. I welcomed it. Let it crawl into my chest. Let it hurt. Because pain sharpens. Pain clarifies. Pain tells you exactly where to look next. I didn't go to another woman. I went to the truth. A cold place. A solitary place. But a clean one. Her phone records? I'd already mirrored them weeks ago. A backup she didn't know existed. Tonight, I finally opened the folder I'd avoided out of loyalty, or stupidity. There he was, a name that meant nothing on the surface, but the timestamps did. Late-night calls, workday disappearances, deleted messages still existing in the cloud because she forgot to disable sync. Rookie mistake. I scrolled through the fragments like an autopsy report. Can't stop thinking about you. He doesn't suspect. Next time? My pulse didn't even change. I had prepared myself too well. Then came the part that tightened my chest. Not anger, not heartbreak. Recognition. Oh, it was him. The instructor from her gym. The one who always gave her a little too much attention. The one she insisted was like a brother. I felt my jaw clench, but the storm stayed contained. I wasn't looking to explode. I was looking to end something quietly. I dug deeper. Screenshots I'd saved, locations I'd tagged, innocuous photos that suddenly looked staged. A pattern emerged. Clean, predictable, almost rehearsed. She thought she was careful. She forgot who I am. I don't get loud. I get accurate. So I gathered everything, compiled, cross-referenced, cold, meticulous documentation of her double life. By the time I finished, dawn was brushing the horizon, and I knew exactly what had to come next. When I walked into the kitchen the next morning, she jumped like she'd seen a ghost. "Where were you?" she whispered. Her voice cracked around the edges. I didn't answer. Instead, I placed a single sheet of paper on the table. Phone logs, highlighted. Her messages, his responses. Enough to make denial pointless. Her eyes scanned the page. Her breath stuttered. Her fingers shook. This isn't. She reached for me instinctively. I stepped back. Watching her crumble should have felt satisfying. It didn't. It felt inevitable. She dropped into the chair like her legs gave out. "I can explain." I nodded slowly. Explain. But I already knew every detail. Every lie. Every night she said she was too tired. Every morning she acted like nothing inside her had changed. She realized it then. This wasn't a fight. This wasn't an argument. This was sentencing. Her tears came fast. Not grief, fear. She wasn't scared of losing me. She was scared of losing the safety my presence gave her. Too late. "I know everything," I said, calm, detached. She inhaled sharply. "Please, we can fix this. We can." No. One word. Precise. A door closing. I slid my phone across the table. A message thread open. Her messages. His responses. My cursor blinking at the bottom. I sent him everything, I lied. But she didn't know it was a lie. And the fear in her eyes was the kind you don't come back from. She stood, hands trembling. "You ruined my life." I looked at her. Really looked. For the first time, I saw her clearly. Not as the woman I loved, but as the woman who chose someone else while keeping my devotion as her safety net. "I didn't ruin anything," I said. "I just stopped protecting your secrets." Her breath hitched. She reached out again. I let her hand hang in the air. "When did you know?" she asked. "The moment you said holding me felt awkward." Her face collapsed. I walked out with nothing but my keys, left her standing there, shaking, begging, unraveling. The air outside felt sharp, clean, my chest lighter than it had been in months. People think heartbreak is loud. It isn't. It's quiet. A soft click when a locked door finally opens. A breath released after holding it too long. She texted again hours later. "Please, come home. We can talk." I didn't respond. Because I wasn't leaving out of rage. I was leaving out of clarity. Some truths don't shatter you. They free you. And as I walked away from the ruins she created, one thought settled in like a final verdict. She never deserved the version of me that tried to stay.